Everyone's at fandom but me. And they're all wearing such pretty costumes. I'm gonna work on the costume too right now. Finished. Geeks of the Week. Steph, I really enjoyed our back and forth on Twitter of me, Kirk, you, Spock, and was shocked that some of our dialogue resembled that of the movie. I know you, Lulucar, and Nikki are going to have a great time at Fanime. I follow you all on Twitter, Facebook, and everything else, and know how hard you've all been working on your costumes, so I'm very excited to see pictures. Paro, I forgot to answer your question from last week of what we would like to see turned into a nice show, Game of Thrones, or Breaking Bad, because the actor who plays Walter White, Bryan Cranston, also played the dad in Malcolm in the Middle, and I remember that episode where he was roller skating, and he was very good at it, so I think he could also be in the ice skating show. In fact, I'm going to post a link to that scene because just thinking of it makes me smile. And Pyro, Disney sounded very exciting. Just a chance for them to look at your work. It's just wow. And we will meet. It's going to be me, you, and the rest of the geeks. Or you and the geeks. Or me and the geeks. Or just me and you. But one of those combinations is going to happen. And Nikki, we will have many talks of a little big city we like to call it Defiance. And congrats on working on the feature film. I am legit uber happy for you. I know it's hard for me to show expression on my face, but you know it's true. I am very happy for you. I'm going to review Star Trek Into the Darkness, and I broke it up into 4 parts: general opinion, continuity, philosophical message, and final thoughts. And believe it or not, I did it all spoiler free. So on to the review. The dialogue was snappy, Kirk's character grew more, and as Nikki mentioned, so did the Kirk-Spock bromance. There were small elements of exploration, which I did like, and moral dilemmas. Visually, it was effing stunning. No lens flare, which was a bonus. Those were my overall opinions of the film. I'm about to get a little bit more detail. If you're a chapter and verse Trekkie, then maybe you had some issues with the film, but let me make my case for it. The timeline changed when in part 1, Nero came back and destroyed the ship that was captained by Kirk's dad for a short time. From that point in time, the timeline is going to be different, so anything that happened in the original series is going to change. So if you had a problem with how the villain turned out in Into the Darkness, you shouldn't because of what I just explained. There were many nods and references to the original series in the movie, and as far as I can tell, they kept the continuity of the TV show Enterprise, which is the prequel to the original series led by Captain Archer. Kirk, Spock, everyone on the Enterprise stayed true to the ideals of what the Federation stand for. Were they challenged and tested? Of course, and not everybody in the film was able to walk that path, but that's always what makes Star Trek so great, that moral dilemma and debate between the characters. Personally, I love this film. I get it, Trekkers can be a religious lot, so if they didn't, I really hope they give it another chance. I understand continuity is very important, as to staying true to the principles of what Star Trek represents, but I feel the film achieved that. And honestly, the franchise needs new blood. It needs fans like Steph or Nikki who might have limited knowledge of the series to be able to go in fresh and either enjoy it or love it. And this movie was able to attract new viewers and stay true to the ideals of what Star Trek is, and I call that a win-win. In super happy news, Arrested Development returns this Sunday on Netflix. They're going to release all 15 episodes at once. I'm going to try to catch only 1 or 2 episodes a week because I want to burn through them all fast. I want them to last. I might even review them. I'm going to post a link below to the trailer for season 4, and you should catch it. I know Abrams is going to direct Star Wars, but the only way it's going to be better than Star Trek is if he follows Pat Oswalt's script. Somebody already did half the job for him and animated his epic rant. Link below. And this weekend on Disney XD, we see the new Avengers cartoon titled Avengers Assemble. I'm going to post a link below to the trailer. I saw it, and it's not looking good. I'm not so sure about it. Watch it and let me know what you guys think. It's time for some comic reviews. From me, the best comic review in the world! And this week I'll be reviewing Justice League issue 20, written by Geoff Johns and art by Jeannie Ha. And the new recruits for the Justice League have to fight Destro, while the regular members of the League are dealing with what was stolen from the Batcave. Justice League as a title has been gradually improving. It's been getting better. I really like the dynamic between Superman and Batman. I did find some of Batman's action theatrical, but I'm hopeful that the upcoming Trinity War is going to be really good, and I rate this issue 3.5 out of 5 stars. Next, Superior Spider-Man issue 10, written by Dan Slott and art by Ryan Stefan. After the events of last issue, Spider-Dog has in firm control of his body and is going on with his life, while the Green Goblin is plotting to attack. You can polish a piece of turd, but in the end of the day, you still have a pile of shit. And that is what this comic is. The good parts of Green Goblin are wasted potential here because the premise is stupid. The fact that Doc Ock is inside Peter Parker's body and basically nobody's noticed, or the fact that Doc Ock beats Spider-Man is completely dumb. I rate this issue 2.5 out of 5. Next, Aquaman issue 20, written by John Ostrander and art by Manuel Garcia. And in this issue, Aquaman's first team, the Others, have been contacted to retrieve Atlantean weapons that fell during the Throne of Atlantis. Aquaman continues to be a solid title. He's still not a character I really love, but big credit goes to Johns for doing a great job with him. And fill-in writer Ostrander didn't even miss a beat in this issue. I rate this 4 out of 5 stars. And finally, Journey into Mystery, issue 652, written by Catherine Moniz and art by Valerio Schiti. Earth Mother Gaia has become sick, and Lady Sif considers it her duty to help. We also get an appearance by Beta Ray Bill. This is the start of a new arc, so it's a perfect jumping on point for new readers. This comic is incredible! I've really been digging Lady Sif. She's portrayed as a strong, confident character. Her humor is subtle, but hilarious. She's a badass. The artwork is outstanding, so pretty to the eyes. Valerio does an amazing job portraying body language, and it really helps along the story. And Catherine has been killing it in the plot. This is one of Marvel's top 5 books out there, and without question, the best superhero heroine in either both Marvel or DC. This is my pick of the week, and I rate it 5 out of 5 stars. That's it for me. Remember to follow me on Twitter, like us on Facebook, check out the other Geeks Facebook pages. They might be posting stuff about Fanime, and that should be really cool to see. And that's it. Stay geeky.